In Japan, a book emerged, captivating millions with its radical yet simple philosophy. The Courage to be Disliked by Ichiro Kishimi and Fumitake Koga became a sensation, topping bestseller lists. It offered a unique blend of Eastern philosophy and Western psychology, presenting a path to happiness that challenged conventional thinking. The book's impact went beyond its pages, igniting a phenomenon. People from all walks of life found solace and inspiration in its teachings, embracing the idea that happiness was attainable by choice. This wasn't just another self-help book, it was a profound exploration of the human condition. At its core, The Courage to be Disliked introduced Adlerian psychology to a wider audience. Developed by Alfred Adler, this school of thought focused on the individual's capacity for growth and self-determination. Instead of dwelling on past traumas, Adlerian psychology emphasized the power of the present moment. The book's success wasn't limited to Japan. Translated into numerous languages, it gained international acclaim, resonating with readers across cultures. Its message transcended geographical boundaries, speaking to a universal yearning for happiness. The Courage to be Disliked wasn't just a book. It was a cultural phenomenon that empowered individuals to take control of their lives. Imagine a life free from the shackles of others' opinions, where happiness is a conscious choice. This is the radical premise at the heart of The Courage to be Disliked. Through imagined dialogues between a philosopher and a young man, the authors dismantle common misconceptions about happiness. They challenge the notion that our past dictates our present, arguing we can choose our responses to life's circumstances. This concept of personal responsibility can be initially daunting. It requires us to confront our deepest fears, particularly the fear of disapproval. The book asserts that the desire for universal acceptance is futile and leads to unhappiness. True freedom lies in embracing the courage to be disliked, to live authentically. It encourages a healthy detachment from the need for external validation. It teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses. By letting go of the opinions of others, we liberate ourselves from societal pressures. We open ourselves to a life lived on our own terms. The Courage to be Disliked unfolds as a dialogue between a wise philosopher and a young man grappling with life's complexities. This approach allows readers to follow their intellectual sparring, exploring the book's core concepts. The philosopher guides the young man through Adlerian thought, challenging his deeply ingrained beliefs. The young man, initially skeptical, represents the reader, voicing common doubts and anxieties. His transformation throughout the book serves as a source of inspiration. Their conversations, although fictional, feel incredibly real, mirroring internal struggles. The back-and-forth exchange makes complex philosophical ideas accessible and relatable. It's through this dialogue that the book truly comes alive. The reader becomes an active participant in the conversation. This immersive approach makes The Courage to be Disliked a journey of self-discovery. The book is not just an intellectual exercise, but a transformative experience. The Courage to be Disliked introduces a fundamental concept from Adlerian psychology. Life is about creating our purpose. We are the authors of our own stories, responsible for shaping our lives through our choices. This concept, while empowering, can feel daunting. If we are responsible for our happiness, we must also take ownership of our unhappiness. The book argues this is a necessary step towards liberation. By acknowledging our role in creating our reality, we empower ourselves to change it. Central to this idea is the understanding that all human behavior is goal-oriented. We act in pursuit of a desired future state, not based on past experiences. This means our past does not define us. Our present goals shape our actions. This concept challenges the belief that we are products of our past. Adlerian psychology offers an optimistic outlook. We are capable of growth and change. The book encourages us to shift our focus from why to what for. Instead of dwelling on the reasons behind our situation, it prompts us to ask what we want to achieve. This perspective allows us to embrace the limitless possibilities of the present moment. Imagine this. Two people experience the same event, yet their reactions differ drastically. One is filled with anger while the other remains calm. How can this be? The courage to be disliked suggests it's our interpretation of events that dictates our emotional responses. This concept, known as teleology, is central to Adlerian psychology. Our subjective interpretations hold the key to understanding our emotions and behaviors. We are not reacting to objective reality, but to our internalized version of it. This realization is empowering. It means we have more control over our emotional well-being than we think. If our interpretations shape our reality, changing them can change our experience. The book emphasizes that while we cannot control what happens to us, we can control how we perceive and respond. This doesn't mean denying difficult situations. It's about recognizing that within every challenge lies an opportunity for growth. By focusing on the positive aspects or reframing negative experiences, we can transform our emotional state. This shift in perspective requires conscious effort and practice. The rewards, as the book suggests, are well worth the journey. We can change our experience of the world by changing our interpretations. One of the most liberating concepts in The Courage to be Disliked is that we are not bound by our past. While our experiences shape us, they do not dictate who we can become. The book encourages us to shed the weight of past traumas and limiting beliefs. This doesn't mean denying the significance of our past. Our experiences contribute to the tapestry of our lives. However, the book argues we often unconsciously hold on to past hurts, allowing them to define us. Adlerian psychology challenges this notion. We have the power to rewrite our narrative by focusing on the present and future possibilities. This requires letting go of limiting beliefs from past experiences. These beliefs can create self-fulfilling prophecies, trapping us in negativity. The book provides tools for challenging these beliefs and replacing them with empowering ones. It encourages us to embrace vulnerability and take risks. Knowing we can choose a different path, even if we stumble, is liberating. The Courage to be Disliked challenges the pursuit of exceptionality. We are often told to stand out and strive for greatness. While ambition can be motivating, the pursuit of being special can become a burden. The book proposes a shift in perspective. True freedom and happiness lie in embracing the courage to be normal. This doesn't mean abandoning goals or settling for mediocrity. It's about finding contentment in the ordinary moments of life. We are conditioned to believe happiness is found in external success. This constant comparison can lead to feelings of inadequacy. The book encourages us to let go of the need for external validation. True self-worth comes from embracing our unique journey. Our value is not contingent upon achievements or specialness. This perspective allows us to approach life with lightness and freedom. We are liberated from societal pressures to prove our worth. We can define success on our own terms. We find joy in the simple things. Embracing an ordinary life lived authentically is liberating. Imagine a life where you embrace your flaws and imperfections. This is the transformative power of self-acceptance explored in The Courage to be Disliked. Self-acceptance is not about resignation or complacency. It's about recognizing that true growth flourishes from self-love. Constant striving to be someone we are not stifles our potential. We become focused on flaws, failing to recognize our strengths. Self-acceptance allows us to approach life with curiosity and openness. We are free to experiment and learn from mistakes. Our worthiness is not contingent upon performance. This shift in perspective is liberating. We break free from self-doubt and embrace our humanity. Our flaws are an integral part of what makes us human. We are worthy of love and belonging. The Courage to be Disliked offers a refreshing antidote to linking worth to external achievements. True self-worth stems from understanding and accepting our value as human beings. This intrinsic worth is inherent, regardless of accomplishments or flaws. Building this sense of self-worth is an ongoing process. It requires challenging negative self-talk and limiting beliefs. It's about silencing the inner critic and embracing self-compassion. The book suggests focusing on our contributions to the world. This doesn't involve grand gestures. It's about finding meaning in everyday actions. Small acts of kindness and generosity build self-worth. Shifting focus from what we lack to what we can give taps into self-worth. We see ourselves as valuable members of a community. Contributing our unique talents makes the world better. This sense of purpose and belonging builds a resilient sense of self. Section 1. Living in the present moment. Shift focus from past regrets and future anxieties to the power of the present moment. Engage fully with the here and now, embracing each experience without judgment. Recognize that the only moment we control is the present. True happiness is found in the richness of each present moment. Appreciate simple things, the laughter of loved ones, the beauty of a sunset. Living in the present requires conscious effort and practice. Through mindfulness techniques, we can train our minds to be more present. This shift allows us to approach life with peace and clarity, embrace the beauty and wonder of the present moment. Section 2. The power of purposeful action. True happiness is an active pursuit, a choice we make each day through our actions. Move beyond thoughts and feelings, step boldly into purposeful action. It's about small, meaningful actions that align with our values. Focus on contributions to others to cultivate purpose and fulfillment. Shift attention to making a positive impact on the world around us. Embrace purposeful action to create happiness and shape our reality. Section 3. Cultivating horizontal relationships. The courage to be disliked. Advocates for horizontal relationships, characterized by equality, respect, and mutual empowerment, view others as fellow travelers on the journey of life, each with unique perspectives and value. Horizontal relationships emphasize collaboration, mutual respect, and open communication, built on equality, where each person's thoughts, feelings, and needs are valued. This fosters trust, intimacy, and shared purpose. Section 1. The joy of contribution. Imagine waking up every morning with a sense of purpose, knowing that your actions, however small, contribute to something larger than yourself. This is the transformative power of embracing a life of contribution, a key outcome of applying the principles outlined in The Courage to be Disliked. The book challenges the common misconception that happiness is a solitary pursuit, something we achieve through personal gain or self-indulgence. Instead, it suggests that true fulfillment comes from connecting with others, from using our unique talents and abilities to make a positive impact on the world around us. This doesn't mean we need to dedicate our lives to grand acts of altruism or become consumed by the needs of others. Rather, it's about finding small, meaningful ways to contribute to our communities, our relationships, and the world at large. It could be as simple as offering a listening ear to a friend in need, volunteering our time to a local charity, or using our skills to help a colleague with a challenging task. The key is to identify activities that align with our values and passions, allowing us to experience the deep satisfaction that comes from making a positive difference. By embracing a life of contribution, we shift our focus from a self-centered perspective to a more outward-looking approach. We begin to see ourselves as part of a larger web of interconnectedness, recognizing that our actions, however small, can have a ripple effect, creating positive change that extends far beyond ourselves. Section 2. Freedom from the shackles of approval. Imagine living a life free from the constant need to please others, where your choices are guided by your own internal compass. This is the liberating power of releasing the need for approval, a key outcome of embracing the courage to be disliked. The book argues that the relentless pursuit of approval is a recipe for unhappiness. We become prisoners of their expectations, constantly striving to meet arbitrary standards. This need for validation can manifest in countless ways, from seeking constant reassurance in our relationships to conforming to societal norms that stifle our authenticity. It can lead to a deep sense of insecurity, a fear of judgment, and a reluctance to pursue our true passions and desires. The courage to be disliked encourages us to challenge this deeply ingrained need for approval. It reminds us that we are not defined by the opinions of others, but rather by our own values, beliefs, and actions. It encourages us to step into our authenticity, even if it means risking disapproval or rejection. It's about recognizing that true freedom comes from within, from living in alignment with our own values and pursuing our own definition of a meaningful life. Section 3. A life worth living. Imagine looking back on your life with deep satisfaction, knowing you lived authentically and made a positive impact. The Courage to be Disliked offers a roadmap to a life worth living. Its teachings transcend specific schools of thought. They provide a timeless blueprint for meaningful relationships and lasting happiness. It's a call to action, urging us to shed past hurts and limiting beliefs. Embrace the freedom to choose your path and create a life reflecting your deepest values. The courage to choose your path. As we close the book on the courage to be disliked, we're left with a call to action. Happiness is not a destination but a journey, a conscious choice we make each day. It's about embracing the freedom to define our own lives and finding joy in living authentically. This journey is not without its challenges. It requires courage to confront our fears and step outside societal expectations. We won't always make the right choices, but even in our imperfections lies the opportunity for growth. Each misstep becomes a stepping stone, propelling us forward on our unique path. The courage to be disliked is the courage to embrace our whole selves and live true to our internal compass. Embrace the freedom to be you. The true magic lies in inspiring us to ask better questions, challenging our assumptions, and pushing beyond limitations. We are not bound by our past or others' opinions. We can rewrite our narratives and create a future aligned with our values. It's a journey of self-discovery, embracing imperfections and living with purpose. Embrace the freedom to be your authentic self and watch your life unfold beautifully.